Ladies and gentlemen, our ninth bout of the evening is back under MMA rules and is set for three-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, please welcome Mario Rodriguez.
Couple 145-pound fighters. What's up next for us here at Sparta Cheyenne? Mr. Mario Rodriguez making his way to the cage.
He has graced our presence before. Wolfman would be a good nickname for him, wouldn't it?
Would be a good fight moniker. Seems to have a contingent of fans in the crowd. Little Vaseline over the eyebrows and the cheekbones. That way the leather on the gloves doesn't stick to the fighters, which could actually tear the skin, rip it open, cause a cut. So it protects the fighters from that type of an injury, allows the gloves to slide off, but they still have their full impact.
Boy, these guys are pumped to get up here and get back in action, aren't they?
Love it.
By the way,
And his opponent, fighting out of the Nutrition Company of Cheyenne blue corner, please welcome Josh Taylor.
I was just in the bar area on intermission, and they were asking Big Mo if he wears his sunglasses all the time.
Josh Taylor comes to us, the elder, 30 years old versus 22. Both fighters come in at 5'8", of course, made the 145-pound limit. And finally, an even 2-2 record for both fighters. So couldn't ask for a more even matchup. Taylor representing himself as a jiu-jitsu fighter.
I'm trying to read the tattoo. I think it's one of those tattoos where it needs to be the other way.
Rodriguez lists his style as putazos, which I looked up before and I've forgotten what the definition was.
You looked it up and you got, JR, that's a sign of us getting up there a little bit.
I'll be back to you guys on that. Before the end of the fight, I'm going to know. Google knows. Ha. So, what Google tells me, hard punches thrown with the goal of inflicting maximum pain and damage. That's not a bad style to have in a fight.
No.
I like it. Well done.
In this fight.
Well done, Mr. Rodriguez.
Ladies and gentlemen, this lightweight MMA bout is brought to you by Hot Spot Chili. Let's meet our fighters first. Fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, from Thornton, Colorado, representing a family affair boxing, Mario Maito Rodriguez. And his opponent, fighting out of the Nutrition Company of Cheyenne blue corner, from Denver, Colorado, representing Colorado Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Stapleton, Josh A.R. Taylor.
Taylor certainly looks like the bigger fighter here, JR.
Yes, indeed.
Gentlemen, we've been over the rules. I want a good, clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now.
Thornton versus Stapleton. Taylor wearing the black trunks. Rodriguez in the yellow. Colorado Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Stapleton represented by Taylor, whereas Rodriguez representing a family affair boxing and MMA.
Taylor, the older of this fighting crew, both 2-2 coming in here, JR. Front kick to start things off.
So as we reference, Rodriguez listing his style as hard punching versus the jiu-jitsu style listed by Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor's got some bad intentions with those punches. He's thrown some haymakers so far. Nice front kick. Rodriguez pressing forward and great lower leg kick.
Tried to sweep his legs out from under him with that one, did Taylor.
Yeah, and I think he had a lot of his weight going forward. It was a good time for that.
Yeah, as a jiu-jitsu fighter, he wouldn't mind knocking his opponent down and taking advantage. Rodriguez with a little Superman action.
Rodriguez certainly the faster of the two fighters. Coming over the top here, but
Taylor with the body lock and then goes for the rear valley trip. Nicely done on the takedown. But Rodriguez just as nicely done to get himself, well, almost back up. I guess I won't call it yet.
Nope, got that headlock in if he can crank it over.
Taylor making some adjustments. That's a problem with the headlock is if it doesn't work, your opponent has a really solid chance at taking your back.
Taylor now the heavier of the fighters. I mean, they may have came in weighing the same, but he's definitely bulked up.
Taylor a little high over the top, and Rodriguez able to buck him off. Oh, and just missing with the head kick was Rodriguez.
Taylor ducked under that one. Ooh, Taylor comes over with an overhand right. That was grazing.
Taylor's hand's starting to come down a little bit.
Rodriguez comes in with that jab, unable to connect.
Taylor wanted that right hand again. You saw him winding up for it.
Another big right hand, telegraphing it just a little bit. Both fighters trying to go downstairs to get some.
Oh, threw the kick, but did not hit the head, which would have been an illegal technique. See what Taylor's able to do, get himself back up here.
Got the whizzer in. Rodriguez has that whizzer in. He's using the hammer punches.
And that was a shot to the back of the head.
Back of the head. That's going to be a warning.
Cleanly and clearly to the back of the head. So it was in the midst of a flurry. No,
they're taking a point.
Oh, taking a point.
They are taking a point.
No evil intentions on it, but it was right there for sure.
I thought he might get a warning, JR, but no. I think he said that's 2.
That's always referee's discretion.
Yep. Well, he's
back
to
to
make
action
up some
we
ground
go.
Here. Oh, and a big overhand right by Taylor as he capitalizes. That point can be big in this fight.
Tried to go for the Showtime kick. And then kind of shrugs like, it was fun.
Boy, Taylor's almost ducked into a couple big kicks.
Yeah, he has.
Taylor comes up at the end of the round with a big punch.
Smiles from both guys. Again, folks that are happy to be here doing what they love.
Tight round right there, but you lose a point, JR, and that's tough. We both saw it, and everybody in the building saw that one.
Yep.
Or in the outdoors, the great outdoors.
Checking out the replay here and tried to wind up for the big kick, and this flurry here, see if we're going to see the back of the head action.
Right there.
Right there.
And he did it
twice.
twice.
And then there was another flurry where he hit again. It was in the midst of that.
Well, I think
big
that was
flurry,
the free one he got. He got the free one. That one right there.
There we go. Yeah.
In essence, he got a warning. It wasn't a verbal warning.
Yep.
It may have been verbal, but he didn't stop the action.
So round 2, back on the feet again. See how it plays out for these guys. Oh, and you talked about Taylor almost ducking into the kick, and there it was again.
Taylor reached out and grabbed that one. He swept the leg.
Nice sweep.
Yeah.
Beautiful
to get up in full
takedown.
mount.
That's classic. Grab a kick and sweep the supporting leg.
And that's the style he likes to fight. We saw him do that earlier in the first round. Didn't quite get it. Watch that up kick.
Rodriguez, good job pushing his opponent off. Able to create the distance he needed to bring it back to standing, where I feel he has a little advantage.
Yep, good job getting up. Nice turning back kick, connects right to the midsection. Spinning back, this was low and telegraphed. Taylor looks like he's getting a little bit winded here.
Again, Rodriguez tried to clip him with the head kick. Taylor able to duck under it. Taylor taking some deep breaths here.
Again, going down low, but Taylor expending a lot of energy.
Yeah, Taylor was trying to sweep him down with that kick again.
Taylor's hands are way low, too. He comes up with an uppercut right there, but his hands are down at his waist.
In the corner,
Just
at Taylor saying,
up.
hands up.
Mario coming forward with that jab.
Corner, Rodriguez calling for the teep kick. They want him to hit him in the stomach and take some breath out of him.
No, but he hit with that front leg, and that lead leg took some damage on that last kick. Short right punch landed for Rodriguez as well. Mario's got to take advantage right now because he looks gassed to me.
Yeah, agreed. I'm not quite sure why Rodriguez is sort of taking his foot off the gas pedal.
Nice
He's
left
sort of
hand.
slowed down to the pace of his opponent.
Yeah, when you can clearly see he's got more gas in the tank. Nice left hand by Taylor.
Yeah, it seems as though if Rodriguez was to step on the gas, put a couple of flurries in, he might be able to finish this. But
went for the double leg, kind of faded high and came low.
Only about 20 seconds with which to work here. Trying to work the Kimura off the bottom is Taylor.
Taylor's trying to get the position of it, might have it.
There's only a few seconds left. Rodriguez has his hands clasped. He's not going to be able to get the effect on that submission that he wants, he being Taylor. So
might have been saved by the horn there, JR.
Yeah, into the third we go.
Well, in a close fight like this, you hate to see a point being taken away, but it certainly affects it. Taylor's got to give everything he has in this third round, especially after that point was deducted.
Absolutely. I believe he needs a finish, yeah.
Yep.
Now, you talked about Taylor's hands down by his waist. There's a good shot of it right there. Definitely feeling the fatigue, and Rodriguez punched high, dove low, scored the takedown.
I just was waiting for Rodriguez to push a little more in the middle of that round.
Agreed.
Taylor has the power to take him out. I think that's the one thing maybe that kept him back a little bit because he was still had enough gas in the tank to throw heavy punches, although he hasn't connected with a lot of them.
Round three. Let's see how well Taylor was able to recover between rounds. See what advice the corner of Rodriguez had. See if they ask him to push the pace and try to close it out.
Rodriguez going with that jab, and Taylor almost caught that last kick. Going up high.
Taylor with the clubbing overhand right.
Oh, and a combination by Taylor. Both looking a little weary right now.
Yeah, they are. Rodriguez has tasted the power at Taylor, so he knows he's got to be careful. Can't just go in flailing. Taylor swinging.
Taylor's
the
just not putting his hands up at all. Oh, Superman punch landed.
Wobbled Taylor. Oh my goodness.
Back kick. Taylor ducked under it for about the third or fourth time.
About the third kick he's ducked under, yep.
Oh, going for the arm bar. Taylor's got that arm. If he can straighten it out.
Turn it into a Kimura.
Rodriguez has both his hands clasped underneath, JR.
Yeah, good defense by Rodriguez, and going for the knee to the shoulder by Rodriguez. Now looking to belly down for the arm bar is Taylor. If he's able to get those hands broken free, he'll be able to extend that arm. And more advantageous position for Rodriguez here. Once Taylor lost that belly down position, Rodriguez has a lot more freedom of movement.
You know, I don't know that this fight was.
Oh, looking for the knee bar now.
Rodriguez is scoring some hammer fists and some overhand rights on the ground. I wouldn't say it's the prettiest fight, but there's been some great action.
Action indeed, yes.
Under a minute to go here. Taylor's doing everything he can to get through this round. He doesn't have a whole lot left.
Rodriguez again with the Superman punch.
Rodriguez has got to go for it now. He's got his fighter tired.
Oh,
big overhand right.
Big right
that
hand, and that's going to
it.
be it. Taylor takes the hard right hand. Looked like it caught him right on the ear. Lost his equilibrium. Down he went. 1 or 2 follow-up strikes, and Rodriguez going to go home with the victory. Corner of Rodriguez was imploring him move forward and finish this, and able to do exactly that. We'll see it here on the replay. Rodriguez just brings the right hand,
right
catches
on
him right on the, oh man. And just one shot, follow up, and that was a good stoppage by the referee.
That last shot right to the ear, temple area was very painful because right now he's over right in front of us, Josh Taylor is, and you could hear him moaning from that last shot that he took to the ear. It was a big-time shot, and that's where you see you got to train for 3 rounds, JR, and that was a direct result of fatigue.
Yep. Rodriguez giving a little howl to his fans. Taylor back up to sitting, that's good. A little more vertical here. And again, good vision by Rodriguez, sees the hands down. Probes with the left and crack, the classic 1-2 combo. It's exactly why you throw that in the gym 10,000 times per training camp.
You cannot fight with your hands down, especially when you're tired. You've got to make that effort because that's what happens. Better conditioned athlete. We thought we saw that more in the second round. Obviously, he learned from that.
Rodriguez enjoying the accolades from the crowd. Taylor back up to sitting, nice to see. Doc Alex, Doc Shannon, both in there taking a look at the fighter. Again on the replay, seeing some wild rights and lefts, winging by Taylor. Knew that if he was going to do it with the punch, it probably had to be a knockout, so he was putting everything he had into it. And did not have the effect that he wanted, and there's another one of those kicks where he's trying to sweep his opponent's legs out.
Rodriguez had some success with the Superman punches as well in this one. Taylor was just gassed.
Yep.
Just gassed.
It's where Taylor was able to try to lock up the armbar. Had himself in a fairly decent position. Rodriguez, as good of a position with his defense, though. Kept those hands clasped until Taylor had to try to go onto his back to want to finish it off. That allows Rodriguez to have a little more mobility, able to affect his escape, and, well, we saw what happened after that.
Yeah, that was his chance. That was Taylor's chance right there in a position where, you know, you use gas there as well. Don't think you don't. Couldn't quite separate those hands. Boy, that slid out at the end, didn't it?
Big Mo in with the official time. Taylor tried to grab for the knee bar as well. Rodriguez, nice job, able to pressure down. Fires off with some ground and pound. That makes Taylor abort the mission of going for the leg lock and back to standing where Rodriguez had the decided advantage.
From his standpoint, JR, getting the finish, there was no guarantee what would happen that because of the point deduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 26 seconds of the third and final round, declaring your winner by knockout, Mario Maito Rodriguez.
Congratulations, Mr. Rodriguez, representing a family affair, gets the knockout victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by our victor, Mr. Mario Rodriguez. First and foremost, Mario, congratulations. You always try to finish your fights at least with some sort of crazy fashion, knockout, TKO, something nuts, and you definitely were the aggressor here tonight, but walk us through, myself and the fans in the audience, what your game plan was going in.
So my game plan is always to come out there and fight, you know. I don't really have anything else. I do have this one thing where my coaches told me, take it easy, breathe, do what you got to do. That's what I did, you know.
So, sounds like you have some fans in the building, obviously some AFA fans as usual. Anything that you want to say to your fans tonight?
I want to say thank you for everyone that's right here today. I want to say thank you to my teammates. I want to say thank you to my mom and my dad that's over there. I want to say thank you to all the fans. Say thank you to my coach, to my coaches. They did great, you know, taught me jiu-jitsu, boxing, everything, you know.
And what can we expect from you next going forward?
You could expect whatever. I'm down to fight anyone, you know.
I like the sound of that. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your victor, Mr. Mario Rodriguez.